Hi again, my name is Rebel and I'm the Rebel Reseller, and today I'm going to do the part 2 of what sold this past week. This is for the week of September 10th through September 12th. That's last week Friday through Sunday. It was an amazing week. My weekend sales weren't as great as the beginning of the week as far as just dollar amount, but I am happy with how things are going leading up into fourth quarter. So if you're new to my channel, this is a full-time gig for me. I sell on eBay. I do a little bit of cross-listing to Facebook. I need to do better about cross-listing. It's just, if you've been watching my channel, I am crazy busy. We have just had some amazing sourcing, and I am so far behind in sorting and videos and pictures and just everything. So, you know, I keep telling myself this winter when there's not as many yard sales, I'll get caught up and do an inventory. And, you know, it's always something. All right, so let me go ahead and get started. All right. Ooh. This first item I sold, before I even start that, if you haven't watched a lot of my videos, I don't do free shipping. So when I say that this first item sold for this amount, that does not include shipping that the buyer does pay. I do have flat rate shipping rates for things that are under a pound. And then my non-clothing items, anything over a pound, I do calculated shipping based on weight. All right, so this first item is an Animal Adventure Pink Pig Plush from 2015. I've mentioned this before. A lot of times I get a little bit better price for the older Animal Adventure stuff, the things that are getting harder to find. And I did sell this almost immediately after listing it for my price of $12.95. To me, that's a good price when you've paid $1 or less for something. I featured these. I think I picked these up in one of my consignment sales I've been to recently. I think I paid $5 for the whole bag and sold them for best offer of $20. Probably the same week, if not the same day I listed them. They're very popular. Little people princesses. This is a Build-A-Bear Justice League dress. I picked up a Build-A-Bear with a couple of extra outfits, and they had these boots that were just kind of extra, so I thought I'll just go ahead and put them with this dress because it didn't go with the other outfits. And I ended up selling this for $22.95. This is just an example of some pants that we listed. They were vintage, made in Hong Kong by Outback Red. Never heard of them. Just kind of these poofy pants. And I did sell them for $20.87. For most of our clothes that we're buying, we're paying probably $2 or less. These are just some Nursemaid's women's clogs that I picked up. I think I paid $4 a pair, and I bought quite a few at this yard sale, and I ended up selling these for a best offer of $27. This is a snake plush. I don't think it didn't have a tag, so I wasn't quite sure of the manufacturer. It was, when I measured it out, it was 49 inches, and I ended up selling it for $13.75. This is Wow Wow Wubsy. He was in my death pile that I just happened to see, and I've actually found another one since too, that I went ahead and pulled out, cleaned it up, and ended up selling it almost immediately for $11.91. Every once in a while, it's good to go start digging through some of your boxes that things that have been thrown in that needed a small repair or needed to be cleaned and all of that stuff. This is another clothing item we picked up. It's J. Jill Pont, just a long sleeve shirt that I ended up selling for $15.35. We've got not quite 300 items listed, and we're at the point where we're selling probably one item a day, but probably not 7 for the whole week, but we're getting there. It's like one every other day or so. But that's what I'm planning on working on today, is getting some more clothes listed. Oops. This is Spark Create Imagine. I talk about this all the time. It's from Walmart. I went to a thrift store and they just had tons. Somebody had donated a bunch of it. And they had their tags and everything. And I ended up selling this unicorn for $11.91. These are GeoTrax road tracks. My husband picked up a train set for me. I think he paid $45 for like 3 totes that had trains, remotes, extra vehicles, tracks, buildings, and I ended up dividing it all up into lots, and I sold these tracks for best offer of $28. These are Little Tykes Toddle Tots. I bought a large lot at a consignment sale that had roads and tracks and all kinds of stuff in it, and I divided it out some, and these I ended up selling for best offer of $14, and I still have the tracks and buildings in a different lot. These I do really well with, and I do not find them very often. These are the Smiley Face Plush. This one was by Dandy International, but they are usually animated, and they usually giggle and vibrate, stuff like that. And I ended up selling this smiley for the $22.95. This one had the added benefit of being like a birthday present clown. This is Aiden and Anai. I think that's how you pronounce it. Lovey. It was just a flat. It doesn't have any plush attached to it or anything. It has a monkey design, and I ended up selling it for $22.95. This is an Aurora Sea Sparkles Mermaid. I picked this up. I think I featured it probably in my last haul, which you probably haven't even seen yet. Didn't pay a whole lot for it, maybe $1, and sold it for $8 in the first couple of days it was listed. So I'm really happy with fast turnaround stuff. Leaves me room to get more stuff stored. Now these, my husband picked these up at an estate sale. He paid $75 for a huge tote of this dishes set. It's Gorham Ariana. And I've already sold the 3 cereal bowls. It only had 3 for almost $75. And then somebody sent me an offer. No, they outright bought all 7 of the plates and paid $109.13. It was a booger to pack. Alright, this is Gund Maynard Senior Duck Plush. These are collectible. I find them not very often, but I just sold a little one that made duck sounds just here recently, and then I found this one, which is a larger one, 15 inches, and I sold him for $18.35. Not all Goons sell for a lot of money, which to me $18 is decent money for something that I probably paid $1 or less for. This is Snuggle Bear. If you'll notice again, I have a number 3 at the end of the description. That's because I probably have at least 3 of these in different conditions. Like this one has a tag attached to it, and then the other one might not. So I don't ever list them under the same listing if there's something different about them. And I ended up selling him for $9.15. I usually get these for like $1.25, 50 cents at yard sales. They're still out there. The bigger ones sell for better. This is a West Bend Kettle Crazy Popcorn Popper. We picked this up at a thrift store, probably $5, if not less. And I ended up taking a best offer of $25 for it. This I picked up recently also, and I thought it was rust. The tag looks like rust, but it says Harvest Moon on there. And sold it, I think, the same day I listed it for best offer of $15. This is Betsy Johnson Elephant Plush Clip-On toy. And I want to say I paid $1 for it at a yard sale and sold it for $9, best offer. This is McDonald's buckets. I bought a huge box full of them. I don't remember the exact number. And listed them here just in the last few weeks. Paid $2 or $3 for the entire box through my high bid online auction. And sold this bucket for $22.95. I'm way above $100 on them already, on just the ones that I've sold. This is Pearson's of Chesterfield mini crock bowl set. I want to say I paid like 50 cents each at an estate sale, and I ended up selling these for best offer of $18. These we used to sell on Amazon, and this was a buy my husband did that we ended up not sending in, and they've been on eBay for a little while. I think I'm down to like 2 more pairs, but these were some Skechers work shoes that were for women, new in the box. I want to say we paid $15 or $20 for them, and I ended up selling these for $45.95. These are some vintage Viewmaster reels. Robert picked them up at an estate sale a couple weeks ago. We didn't pay very much. I want to say less than $3 for them. And I just this week did a haul and showed, I don't see it right now, I bought the little Viewmaster that goes with this set, and I was going to go ahead and combine them, and then these sold before I could get to it. I did sell the reels for $32.15. They were very neat. Let me see if it says here. Yeah, it was Planet of the Apes, Star Trek, and The Good Guys. So I bought a whole bunch of Pillsbury Doughboy stuff at an estate sale. I want to say I paid $30 or $35 for a tote full, and it had cookie jars and all kinds of stuff in there. And I ended up selling just the 2 towels, hand towels, for $15.59, and I have 1 more set left. I think I've sold some of the Plush. It had Plush and everything in it. This I thought would go for a whole lot more, but for some reason it just, I don't know. It was a Hug Fun bear, and it was 27 inches long. I've had it listed for a while, and I keep taking the price down, and finally somebody somebody bought it for the $22.95. Just one of those things, I mean, I'm happy with the price. I probably paid a couple of bucks for it, but it was taking up a whole lot of space. Just a couple examples. Not everything are home run, $20 plus. But this is an Animal Alley dog. I talk about buying specific breed dogs all the time in Plush because there's always somebody who wants to buy a plush that reminds them of a dog they had or they have. But I ended up selling this for $8.23. And then just another puzzle. I buy puzzles all the time. Usually $1 or less. Sometimes a little bit more, but these we bought a whole bunch. And I don't remember how much we paid, but I'm pretty sure it was $1 or less for them. And they were all sealed, which is the added benefit because you don't have to worry about putting them together. But I ended up taking a best offer on these of $8. I have so many puzzles. I really need to move them so I can make space for other stuff and more puzzles. Last two are just Facebook orders. I didn't have any bonanzas this week. This is Kelly Toy Strawberry Shortcake. Again, it was in my death pile. I went ahead and grabbed a few things and got it listed. This picture makes it look dirty, but it really wasn't looking like that. I'm not quite sure, other than the nose seemed a little bit stained, and I did put that in the listing. But I ended up selling it almost immediately. I mean, like within an hour of listing it on Facebook for $9. And then this is some little Jurassic Park dinosaur minifigures. They, you know, they're just this big, but they all had these cute eyes, so I kept them together. They were part of another lot, so I have no clue how much I paid. But I did sell them for $12. All right, that's it. The short and sweet of my weekend sales. It's, you know, I keep saying this, get your stuff listed, get your stuff listed. Today I'm going to focus on clothes, but I have so much stuff to get listed, and I'm trying to work as hard as I can and diligently as I can to get them going, because my mantra, and one of these days I think I'm going to get me a sign made, and it's, you can't sell it if it's not listed. And I got a whole lot of unlisted. I'll keep that part out. But it's Thursday here. Yard sales are going to be starting up again tomorrow. Well, they start today, but I didn't go out today. I have got to get work done. And I'm hoping we'll have another bunker weekend, because, you know, it's coming to this time, probably mid-October around here, it starts winding down. So I'm going to take advantage as much as I can to get some sourcing done. And then once I get better caught up, then I'll start making sourcing trips, which will be fun to share with you guys. We go away, we take a trailer, and we go, sometimes we go north. It's about a 6-hour drive for us, and then we stay several days and we fill our trailer with as much stuff as we can. But I think this time we're going to go visit family out west and hit thrift stores and Goodwill bins and stuff while we're out there. But take a little bit of break. I'm ready for a break, but I got to get a bunch done first. All right. If you're watching this and you're enjoying this type of video, please do like and subscribe. Send me comments. I really enjoy answering them. And click on the bell and it'll let you know. We try to release 3, sometimes 4 videos a week. And then all the other times I'm just working. All right. Bye.